Alrighty. 0101 here. How's it going? I don't have a drink. Might have to pause and get one. I wanted to stop before I got too far ahead. Because I'm getting kind of far ahead. Actually, let's go up here and get a better view. So, I did a lot of work so far. So if you look off in the distance there, you'll see a bunch of towers, and in fact, we can even zoom in a little bit. So yeah. So we have all of these towers going all the way up there, going all the way over. You can't really see it at the moment. Hold on, let me get over here on the corner. Okay. There we go. So it's not actually loading in right now, but that's actually the waterfall right there. So that last tower, kind of at the bottom line right there. That one and this one are basically inside the waterfall area, and then it goes up on top of there, and then I've got the coal up there. So I've got all this hooked up. I've got hypertube going all the way out there. I've decorated, I guess, all of the towers. What's up there is 3 pure nodes of coal. So I also grabbed that node there, which is iron, but also a pure node. So if you can look in here, you can see that I've got 2 belts, one with pure iron, one with pure coal. Both are running at 480, so these can get up to 600, but since I don't have 600 belts, I can only, deal with 480 right now. And we can go over there and just kind of give it a look, I guess. And then what we have over here is all of the steel, and this is using up all 480 of the coal and the iron is being made right here. And then you can see that these ones right here are being used to make the steel tubes. And then I also have the concrete, which is actually being pulled from over here. So we're pulling from this concrete there. It's just a normal node. So I put in a couple of power shards to kind of bring it up a little bit. I think it's pulling in 300 at the moment. And then if we go over to here, so this is using up all 300 of that. So we're making all the concrete here. And then these right here are making the modified steel tubes. And I can show you the recipe for that because it is an alternate recipe. So we're here and we are using this alternate encased industrial pipe, in which we use 28 steel pipe per minute and 20 concrete per minute to make 4 steel beams per minute. So that's what we're doing there. So that's kind of what that's doing. And then we've got kind of like an overflow system set up here because we're using just under the full amount. So whatever is left over, we can then pump into the manufacturer right here, which is doing this particular recipe. This one I actually just got today. The only bad thing about this one is this was in the same hard drive as the what is it, like solid steel or something like that, where you use steel bars and a little bit of coal and you get 3 steel bars instead of 2, which is the normal. So I would have gotten like a lot more steel out of it, but this one was better, so I chose this one. And then in the next hard drive that I got, I only got 2. In the next one, it didn't have the other steel recipes, so I'm gonna have to go and look for some more hard drives eventually. But so far, apart from the modular frames, we've got all of this set up. So yeah, so we're using the alternate recipe there. And this is, it's more efficient by 1 steel bar to use the alternate recipe. So I am saving a little bit here. And then the thing that I'm working on right now is building up the modular frames, and I'm probably going to use the alternate recipe number 1, maybe. But then again, I do still have steel, so I have to see how much I'm going to be needing to use. And I don't think I need to use any more steel. So I might use alternate recipe 2 because I've already got kind of the whole thing set up to do the tubes. In which case I would just need to do the smart plates. Or not the smart plates, but the reinforced plates. So that'll be, and then I've got 3 recipes here. And actually we can probably, no we can't. Right, so if we go here and we use this one right here, and then we go over to here, you can see our alternate recipes here. So what I might use on this one, I'm thinking I'm going to use the alternate recipe number 2. We get a decent amount. I think we're going to get 15 reinforced plates per minute, which is more than what I need to make all of the assembly parts. So then I just have to give it some plates, and I think it takes like 250 screws. So, and then if I'm using the cast screws, then I can go directly from iron bars into the screws, and it makes exactly 50, which is great. The only thing is I have to worry about the balancing a little bit. And that's kind of what I was working on when I decided to record, because I was, getting pretty far ahead of myself. But before we get into that, I do want to kind of show you the tube system that I got going on, hypertube, over to the coal area. And then if we take a look at the map, so you can see that I went up here a little bit. The 3 coal is right up in here. So I'm pulling off of the closest one here. There was a wreck here that I got and a wreck here that I got. There is another wreck out here up on a mountain that I could probably get. It wouldn't be too hard. And I think, I already got that wreck. And there is another wreck like way up on top of the mountain here, but that's going to be, I don't know if I can do that without the jetpack. I mean, I might be able to, I don't know. I mean, if I build like around the mountain up, I could probably do it, but me. Let's see, what do we got? What is this? Oh, that's the, okay. Yeah, so tractor's kind of chilling right there. This is a truck station, and this one behind it is also a truck station. I increased the time to I think it's like 5 minutes on each end, so that way I'm using less of the biofuel. And I got that wreck already, so that's pretty much all that I can get there. Yeah, so let's just head over there. We can kind of see how it's going. So you can see the design of the towers is slightly different than the one that I used to get over here, because I used the silver walls instead of the orange ones. But I figure if I'm going to be transporting like materials, then it would be good to classify it as a different type of tower. So I used the standard walls versus the silvered walls. It gives it like a different look, I guess. And then for ones that had to be a little bit wider, you can see I generally used that kind of setup. And then normally I can pick in, well, start from here and then get picked up right by that one again, but sometimes it doesn't work. And then we just kind of go up and around. So we'll follow this around. And we go up. And so everything is the glass foundations, everything is fenced in. I do have ladders on each of these things just in case I lose power for whatever reason. And yeah, I mean, they're all basically built exactly the same. They all have the middle pillars going down to the bottom. Yeah, I mean, it works out well. And this is the waterfall area that I was talking about. And then that's the ramp up there, but you can see there's a lot of poisonous gas that you have to get through. So I prefer just going up the waterfall because it's easier. And then we just kind of follow this around. And this is the first of several lakes up here, which is why this would make like an excellent place for a coal power plant, because you've got 3 pure nodes of coal plus all the water that you could ever need. But yeah, so this is the pure node, or the first pure node, I should say. So we've got this one here, it says pure. And then there is another one right here. So this one is also pure. And then the third one is right here. And this one is also pure. So 3 pure coal nodes right up here. Pretty easy to get to. I mean, I say that it's easy to get to, but it actually took me a really long time to build all these towers. But yeah, so this is kind of like the basic idea of the ones that are longer than just one block. Is they'll have like a angle on the bottom, you know, kind of supporting it off of like the central area. And then, you know, window here just for aesthetics. It doesn't really do anything. But yeah, that's pretty much that. And this does not have grr. It's missing a frame in there. That's unfortunate. And I don't think it's going to let me place one with these in the way. Maybe it will. Hello? No. Okay. So I'm going to have to stop this real quick. And and disconnect that, and disconnect that, and disconnect that. And then maybe it'll let me do it. Yes, okay. And then I just need to put these back. Oops. Oh, and these you can place one on top of another, so just be careful. There we go. All right, and then we can go into this. And I rearranged my hotbar a little bit, given how they have like everything kind of, you know, you can hit E and bring up a bunch of other stuff. So I took the power lines off and I'm just getting it from the poles here because then I can get all of this stuff. And then with 2, you can get all of that. With 3, you can get all of that. With 4, you can get all of these in case you need them. 5 gives me all the mergers, smart splitters, whatever. 6 gives me all of the pipeline stuff. And 7 gets me the different stuff here. So this is the pumps, the junctions, Mark IIs, and valves. So all kinds of good stuff here. Can I get out here? Yes, I can. Okay. So that is now good. So now we just need to replace the foundation. There we go. That looks better. Okay. So that's kind of what we got going on there. And now we just get to take the ride back. But yeah, generally speaking, this is pretty easy to do. And honestly, the way that I built these is I took the glass foundations. You could have used any foundations. And I actually just ran them all the way over there. So it was just like one solid path. And then once I got, you know, all the tube stuff and everything in there. Yeah, you see how I just picked up into the next one. As soon as I got all the tube stuff in there, then I started breaking everything down and making them just individual towers. And I think it looks better. But I'll let you guys be the judge on that. So, yeah, so now we need to get our reinforced plates going. And then this is actually kind of cool. I kind of want to show you. Whoops. Nope, I didn't want to go in there. Okay, let's try this again. There we go. So you can have a potential of 6 of the stacked things. Hold on. What are they called? Yeah, the conveyor wall mounts. You can have 6 of those in here. So 3 on this side, 3 on this side. And then I can actually transport some pipes or whatever in the middle if I need to, like get some oil or I don't know, nitrogen, something. If I need to use it, it's there. And so what I did here is, now there's going to be clipping in here when you have all these because they're going to be going up at different heights and then they're going to be kind of like running over each other to kind of connect into each of these. But because I'm never going to be like looking in here at these things, I mean, they're just there for transporting. I'm not too worried about the clipping inside of here. But once you get out of here, then they'll go into here and then into there and into the main thing. Don't know if I'm ever going to need to use them all, but if I do, they are there. Okay. So, as I said, this is all the steel. Can I? No, I can't. Okay, so that's just going to go. And I feel like I have to sneeze. Hang on. Okay. Right. So something that I kind of, it's probably not a discovery. I'm sure that a lot of people know this already, but if you have a slower belt going in and you don't limit this to however many items are supposed to be in this thing at this particular point, like if you keep all of these at the highest belt that you can, then as these things go down because they're moving so much slower than these, like you can have not just this one be ready to accept more stuff, but like the next 3 or 4 that can all accept stuff all at the same time because this belt is so much faster than these ones. So it's better to keep everything kind of full. And so if you're doing the overflow method, whenever you're doing these things that go to everything, use the fastest belts that you can to go all the way to the end. And then going into each one, then you can use like the Mark I belts. And that should help. And you definitely want to use a slower belt because then you can get more belts filled in parallel at the same time. Whereas if you use like 480 belts here, then however fast it's coming in here, it's going to go directly into there. Well, half the speed because it's a splitter, but you know what I mean. And then the next one, I mean, at that point, you're already using up like pretty much all of your speed. So if you do it like this with deliberately slow belts going into here and deliberately fast belts going into here, you can fill a lot more a lot quicker. So useful tip. I'm going to start doing that with all of my builds. I know that I haven't in the main base way over there, but yeah, I've discovered that it works very, very well. And of course it's getting dark out, so we can't really see anything. And then I have the iron coming across here. So it just goes under and then up. And then I have the coal coming directly off of here. So I still have an open space for these two. And I still have an open space for these two to get to, you know, wherever they need to go. You know, with whatever I'm going to put in there, of course. Okay, so... Oh, and also there is a purple slug up there. And I do need a purple slug for the MAM. So I might go up and get that. Not right now, but, you know, eventually. Okay, so this is, I kind of explained this already, but this is kind of what it looks like on the ground level. It is rather organized, even though it looks a little chaotic. We have a shit ton of these beams being made right now, which is great. We have an overflow going through here, so I can take that out and put it in somewhere. And then, let's see, what else do I have? And then this is just merging through here. And then I think this is a smart plate 2. No, it's not. Okay, this is just a regular merger here. I thought I had a smart splitter. Maybe not. Oh well. I mean, it doesn't really matter. I can always just make more. Okay, so reinforced plates. So I built a couple of things over here just to make some plates and rods because I was running out of them. I need to now move them somewhere. So I guess we'll just throw something. Well, no, you know what? I'm going to put them in the place where they need to be. So I'm going to take all of that. And I built myself some individual storage up here. And by individual, I mean like the small storage. So these things. So we're just going to grab all of these and throw them in there. And I don't think I need that many of them. In fact, there's more down there, so I'm just going to throw all these in there. Okay. So let me grab the rest of this, and I don't know why it always turns off my light, but it does. Okay, so that's that. And then I might as well just grab all of that like that. We'll head up here. And because it's night, I have to remember to turn the light on, otherwise it's going to be really, really dark in the YouTube video. So, okay, so that can go, that can go, that can go. That should be good. So, a few extra parts there. Super easy to make. I don't need this one. I need this one. Okay. So then that is all taken care of. Okay, so now we need to figure out how to take this and split it up into what we need. So what I'm thinking about doing is taking what I need and then merging it down here. And then I could actually merge it down or move it over here. Okay. So if we build our constructor here, and then make sure that it's centered. Okay. And then we can merge what we need from here and then run it backwards. So I'll show you what I mean. We need this to go this way. And then we'll throw in a splitter over here. Okay, and this needs to be fed from here. Right, okay. And then we'll grab the 480 lines and then run them through here. So we can feed this kind of like this. And then for here, we'll just make screws, I guess. So we're also going to need to make plates. So I need to figure out exactly how much that I need to make. So that's why I have each of the production machines, I have them up here just so I can look at the recipes. So if we are going to make these plates here, so we're going to need 90 iron plates and 250 screws. So to make 250 screws, we're going to need 5 assemblers. So we'll line those up right away. Or constructors, not assemblers, my bad. And then we'll flip this guy around. So that's 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, and then I have all of these set for cast screws. Okay, and then by using this alternate recipe, we bypass needing to make the rods first, which is great. And then I think it still uses the same amount of iron in the end. So this is just, it just skips a step, which means that it saves power, not necessarily materials. And then we'll just toss these in here because I don't need them in my inventory. I'll keep some, but just not all of them. Okay, so then that is 12.5 times 5. So we're going to need at least 62.5. So that's going to be 2 of these at least. Well, technically 3. So then we're going to bring in another merger over here. Or, yeah, merger. Okay. And then I think we're probably going to need 3 because we still need to make the plates. So then that is not what I wanted. Okay, so that can go there. This can go here. And then this can go here. And then the 480 belts. Okay, so right now we're pulling 90 because this is a 1-to-1 ratio. So we're pulling in 30 and we're putting out 30. So we've got 90 in here so far. Now, if we go back up to here and we take a look at what we need. So we're also going to need 90 iron plates. So I think with the plates, it takes in 30 and it gives out 20. So with that, we're going to need 5 more constructors. Hopefully I have enough room here. Okay, so 1, 2, that is off. 2, 3, 4. I do not have room for 5. Okay, so that's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so then this one, and this one can go. And okay, so if that's going to take 30, so we're going to need an extra 150 along with a 62.5. So that's 200 and, well, hold on. Let's just add that. Oops. So 62.5 plus 5 times 30, which is 150, which means we're going to need 212.5. 212.5 divided by 30. That is, whoops, 212.5 divided by 30. So we're going to need to use at least 7, but probably 8. Or we could just slightly underclock it and use 7, which might not be a bad idea. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so 4, 5, 6, and 7. So then this is what we're going to end up using to make all of the screws and all of the plates to make... and then, okay, so then this is going to be pulling 212, which is well below our 480 limit. So we should be good on the belt. So once again, slow speeds versus fast speeds. With these, like if you're pulling stuff out from something, like there is no reason not to use a fast belt. So I don't know, like do what you want, I guess. All right, and now, okay, so if we do that, we give ourselves a lot of room because we're using up 7 of those. So now we can build another set of constructors in here. And we might actually be able to do this a little bit differently. Instead of having everything kind of like wrap around, we're going to throw a merger in there. And I think that's 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. Okay. And then with the iron plates, so it takes in 30, gives out 20. So with this, we're going to be giving, or using 210 iron. However, I'm going to set this one to only make 10 because then we're making just what we need. Then again, do I want extras? I might want extras. Okay, so we'll just leave it at 100%. Okay. So then from here, we could take this one here. And how much of this does this have to use? Okay, so these are using 62.5, so it means we need to take a little bit out of this one, so we still need the merger here. Or do we use a splitter? No, because I'm still going to need a merger. I'm just going to get this set up while I think about it. So there's that, and that, and that, and that, and one more for good measure. Okay. Okay. All right, so that's everything that we need, and we need stuff to come out of here. We want to split this one off, but we also want to merge it with everything over here. So this does have to be a merger. Okay, I think I know what I can do here. So we'll get rid of this, get rid of that, get rid of this, and get rid of that. Okay. So we're going to split this off from here. Okay, so that's going the right way. And then from here, we're going to split off and then merge. Hang on. That's off center. Splitter. There we go. No, that's a merger. I need a splitter, please. Okay, and that is the right way. Okay. So we're going to be splitting this off. Half of it will go this way. And then the other half will go this way, but then we also need to merge. Or we can throw in a merger here. Have it go out this way. So that way this can merge in with that, and that can merge in with that. And then from here, because this is already a splitter, we can move that back and feed that and overflow it with whatever else it needs. I think that'll work. So we need this. That should be 90-degree angles. And then that should work. Because then this is going to be getting all of this plus some. So this is going to be overflowed, which means that it'll back up, which means that everything will continue to go out to here. So I think that'll work just fine. Okay, and is my light off again? My light is off again. Okay. So now, let's get some power back here, hey? So we'll throw that there, throw that there. One thing that I like about building with ceilings is that you don't have to worry about doing the power poles, but, you know, I guess it's whatever. And then that can go there, and 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 there, and there, and there. Okay. And then I could technically connect this in over here. And then I can use this pole here for this stuff. But let's throw all the mergers in here, or splitters, I should say, in here first. So this will go here, that will go there. Okay. So that can go there. And then we use the 480 belts. Okay. So then that will be all of these guys fed. So now we just need to give them power. So that'll go there. Basically just repeating what I just did, which will be be super easy. Okay. And I'm running this one out because I'm gonna have to put an assembler over here. So I'm just kind of preparing for it. I don't know where I'm gonna put it yet, but it is gonna go out there somewhere. Okay. So now that should be everything starting to make all of their different pieces and parts. These guys are all going, I believe. Yes, they're all going. Okay, good to go. And then all I need to do is collect up the parts here, so that'll just be with mergers. Is that going the right way? I think that is. Okay. Now these are going to be coming out at 50 per second, which means we can use a Mark 1 belt. And then we'll use the 480s in between. Now I could use just the Mark 4s all the way through, but once like there aren't any, you know, screws stored up in there, then it's kind of pointless because I'm not going to get screws any faster than 60. Okay, so this is all good. And then this is going to give me a lot of these. I feel like that's not centered. It isn't centered. Does it bother me enough for me to fix it? Sure, why not? It's not going to take long to fix. Okay, so then, because I mean everything's like already here already, so it's not like I have to like redo any of the other infrastructure. I just have to recenter it, so not a big deal. Okay, so constructor. Oh, power poles are going to be in the way. Oh well, we can replace those. That's fine. There we go. Let's try this again. Okay, so that looks a lot more centered. Okay, and then we can run the belts back in. And also, once I get these in here, I can replace some of the iron that I picked up. And I can probably put in some of the plates that I picked up too, because I'm not going to need them, or at least not that many. Okay, and then that can go. Really? Why don't you want to work? It's just weird. Okay, so plates give you the rest of the iron bars that I picked up, and then this guy will go here. And then we just need to put in the poles again. Let's see, so we'll do this, have that run there, and then throw in a pole there, connect this guy up, another pole there, then that can go, and then this can go, and because I can, I'm going to throw another pole out here. Okay, so that is all fixed now and centered because it would bother me otherwise. All right, so now we need mergers. And the mergers all need to be facing that way. Okay, and then we'll throw in all the belts here. Okay, and then we need the 480 belts. Okay. All right, so now we have 100 plates and 250 screws. So we should be good to go there. Now all we need to do is connect them into and assembler. And then I'm just going to throw that kind of like right next to this one. It is going to be a little off. Or actually, do I need to put it out here? I think I need to put it out here. I could actually flip it around and have it go this way. Is that pole? Yeah, the pole's in the way. Oh, and I changed the autosave time to every 15 minutes. You can do that in the options in case you didn't know. Okay, so, right, assembler. And I'm going to kind of feed it backwards because I've got some space back here that I can use. So you can see this kind of puts everything even, and then I get the final product out here. And then we're going to go with the bolted iron plate. So this requires 90 and 250. And now we just need to plug everything in. So, yeah, so 480 belt. 1, 2, there we go. Throw that in there. And then this one gets to get thrown in there, but we want to split this off, I think. Do I have another one of those? I do, okay. Wait, no, that's not the right one. Hello? Smart splitter, thank you. Okay, so I need another AI thing. So let me just go and make probably like 5 of those because I'm actually using the smart splitters kind of often. The overflow function on there is like really, really nice, so I like using it. Okay. AI. There we go. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. Good to go. All right, let's head back down. Throw my light back on just in case it gets dark again. And then also this is going to need power, so we're going to throw power pole. I would like to throw it right there, but we'll throw it here instead. Get ourselves some of this and connect that in probably here. Okay, so that's going to start taking in all of that. And then I need the smart splitter again, so that is down here. Input is that way, so that is correct. Actually, no, I'm going to make the input go towards me, I think. Or, wait, no, it's a splitter, so I can't do that, obviously. Duh. Oh, man, it's been a day, let me tell you. All right, and then this guy can go all the way in there. And then kind of like a sign that I'm using for myself as like a reminder for later is I'm throwing in a lift to let me know that that's like the overflow. Okay, so now we need center output is going to be none. Left output is going to be overflow. Right output is going to be any. Okay, there we go. So this will go and do its thing, and that will start making our 15 reinforced iron plates per minute, which is great. Okay, so now we need to figure out our modular frames. So let's head back up here and see what we have for recipes. All right, so that'll be in here, and we want to look at modular frames. So we have the modular frame. So the standard one, I don't like this one because these ones give more, I guess. And I'm thinking of using the steeled frame because I'm gonna need a lot more iron to get this. Sorry, I have hiccups. Yeah, and like I said, this only uses 2 per minute, which is like nothing. So let's see. I know that we can make 20 pipes per minute. So we could actually get 2 of these going. So I think I know how I'm going to get that on there. If we have room, which it looks like we should. Okay, so we have the output of the reinforced plates here. We are going to have to get rid of this thing, unfortunately. Okay, so then we're going to take this assembler here. And we're going to take another assembler here. And that gives us a little bit of room to run those things down this way. And then we can also run these directly into here. So I think that'll work out quite nicely. All right, so splitter. We're gonna go, let me see. Actually, no, I'm gonna, wait, no, can I? I can't space them out. Okay, we're just gonna have to deal with it where they are. I was thinking I could space them out like I did with the refineries, but kind of cramped on space a little bit, at least in this general area, so. Okay, so then we need a splitter, and that's gotta go here. And we'll run that this way. And then we'll run that one there. And then the other splitter is gonna be facing the opposite direction, going this way. Okay, so then we're gonna get this going that way, this going that way. All right, and then this, hopefully they're far enough away that we can, shit, I can't. Can I move this forward one? Can I move these ones forward one? I'm gonna do it anyways. Okay. So we're gonna move, basically keep it in the same spot, just move it up one. So we're gonna throw it there instead. And then that will allow us to curve these belts in and then curve these belts down. Okay, so that'll work. And then this one has to go down and then this one has to curve over. Good to go. Okay. Now we can take all of these pieces. We do want to split off. So this is where the smart splitter comes in again. So smart splitter, we're gonna have it come out this way with the feed away from me. And then, okay, so then center output is gonna be nothing. The right output is gonna be overflow. The left output is gonna be any. And then we'll run in this guy, Mark IV belt. And then, I mean, honestly, I don't really need to run a Mark IV there, but it's whatever, I guess. But yeah, so I want you guys to watch. See how they're both basically going in at the same time? So that's the purpose of having like a really fast belt here and a slow belt here, is because then you can like quickly get everything to where they need to be and then they'll all kind of fill up at the same time. So that's why I like doing that. Okay, so we're gonna throw the power over here on this side, I think. And we'll throw in another one here. Although if I moved it up, it would be on the line, which is probably better. Then again, maybe not if I have to merge, but then again, it's not gonna be in the way of the merge. Yeah. I'm just kind of all over the place right now. I'm just a little spastic. It's okay. Okay, so then we want the output to go this way. We want the output to go that way. And then we will get that out that way, that out that way. Then we'll throw in a fast belt here. And that should give us an idea of what we can do for the poles. So then I guess we'll just put these here. Okay, so that should work. And then we need power lines to go from here to feed that, to feed that, to feed this, and to feed that. Okay, and then we need the what am I doing? I'm doing these. Okay. Yeah, steeled frame. Okay. Forgot what I was doing for a minute there. Happens sometimes. Okay. So we have all of this, and where's that going? Okay, so that's going around to feed in here. Now this is just extra that we're not using. Okay, so then the main line comes in over here. We don't have a smart splitter on here, but that's okay. So we'll just get a new line going through here, and then we'll just run a full thing here. So we'll throw in a constructor, give it some power, and then this is also going to be making steel pipe. And then we need 30 steel ingots in. We happen to have one right available right there. So we are going to, I suppose I could use a slow belt. Okay, so then we're gonna go 1, 2, and then that can go directly into there. It's really, really slow, but it'll be fine. Okay. So then from here we have our 20 that we need to go into these. So now I have to get them all the way over here. What would be the best way to do this? I kind of want to use like what I've got here already, but I don't know if I can. And this is only making 6 per minute, so that's not enough to actually feed that. And it is flowing this way, so I would need it to flow the other way if I'm going to do this, which is kind of unfortunate. And then I have to be careful about what I put here because I've got the concrete encased beams going through here. So I mean, I could just like pull it like straight across on the ground. That'd be kind of a waste of space though. Is there room to move it farther over here? I'm trying to figure out like the easiest solution here, and it's not an easy solution. So okay, we'll just run this out. We'll assume that that's there, and then we'll run this along this line, and that should work just fine. Okay, so then we'll run this out here. And then I do want to try to at least save some space where I can. So we're going to go this way maybe. Yeah, I think that'll work. Because then we're scooting around the edge of this guy. And now we can go out to this line. So 1, 2. And then run this back here to feed into here. Okay, and then we want to go 1, 2. And then we'll run this down here. Plug that in there, and then we should be making our modular frames. And then you can see that these are basically filling in at the same exact time, which is why fast belts versus slow belts, super useful. And then these should start kicking on as soon as it gets enough. Good to go. Okay, so now we have 6 modular frames per minute. Now they have to scoot back over this way and then kind of tuck in down here. So we can do that. In fact, we'll just run it right along here. So let's get some of these. Okay, so that is, and then 1, 2. I did not want to place 2 of those. Okay. And then we'll throw another one in here. Okay, so let's get the 480 belts going. All right. So that works, and then this can go into here. I do want to put in, actually, hang on, I'm going to redo this a little bit. Okay. Okay, so we're just going to stack this here just for now. And actually, no, we need this to be smart splitter. Because I still need to pull off the excess. And then we can get rid of that. Okay, now this can flow directly into that. And then, okay, so then the right output is going to be anything and then just any. Okay, and then this one in the center is going to be overflow, and then off to the left we're going to have that set as none. I think that'll work. Okay, and then we just need to drop it down into here. So we'll throw in another, nope, there we go. Throw in another conveyor pole right next to the pole here, or whatever, conveyor stacker thing, whatever. I don't know what I'm talking about, just ignore me. All right, and then 480 line into here. And then we're going to take this and we're going to kind of curl it down into here to wherever it'll go. And it needs to move over one more. Okay. So let's try that again. And we want it to go here. Okay, so that'll work. And then this can plug directly into here if it wants to. Hello. There we go. Okay, so now we should be getting in some of these, and I'll help it out a little bit. Okay, so now we should be making heavy modular frames. All right, so this is what we got so far. With this, we'll have our heavy modular frames, which is what we need for one of the assembly parts. And I did this one first because it was the most involved, I think. Well, until I get to the computers, and those ones are going to be involved too. But let's hop up here. All right, and see what we need. So that is the heavy modular frames. What do we need? We need these. Okay, so adaptive control units need 2 of those. And let me check my notes here. So heavy modular frames needed the adaptive control units. And that is the only thing they're needed in. Okay. So yeah, that'll be in these guys. So this is the spiciest, I guess, of the ones. Kind of difficult to make, but we already got one of the pieces done. Circuit boards are going to be easy. I think the automated wiring is also pretty easy. Let me see. Yeah, that needs stators and cables. So that should be pretty easy to make. Circuit boards is just the copper sheets and plastic. So also easy to make. We've already got the oil over here. And we have 600 oil. And so it's like a ridiculous amount of oil. Now, computers are going to be the next difficult thing, but I don't think it's going to be that bad, honestly. I don't have any alternate recipes for this. I know that there's one that requires crystal oscillators, and that one only requires 2 inputs, but the oscillator itself requires like 3, so you need to use, a manufacturer here anyways. But I don't have that recipe to begin with, so I can't really do anything with it. And this will make 2.5 computers per minute. And then for all of this stuff, so the adaptive control unit, it only needs 1 computer. So let's just check that real quick. So adaptive control unit, yeah, it just needs 1 computer per minute. So if we use this recipe, we're going to be getting 2.5, which means we're going to be having a little bit more than what we need, which is always good. But that needs plastic, cable, circuit boards, and 52 or 130 screws per minute, which will take another 3 of our iron. Do we have that? Because I know that we need screws for other stuff too, I think. Oh yeah, I'm using the different, okay, yeah. So the recipe that I've got for the heavy modular frame on my notes is actually a different recipe. It's not the one that I found today. So that's why that's off a little bit, because that one says that it needs screws, but it doesn't actually. So then all we need at this point is just the 130 screws for the computers. So that's great. Let's head down and see how many iron refineries I have left. 3. Okay. So I'm probably going to have to pull up some more iron. Maybe. Then again, maybe not. Okay, so we're gonna merge all these together, and we're at 55 minutes so far. So we'll get the screws set up. So we're gonna be making 150 screws. And actually, let me just use the shortcut because it's faster. So merger. Okay, and then we want our output to go towards me. I mean, we could, but nah, we're gonna have it go that way. And then these ones I'll have go towards me. Okay, and then we'll bring that in and bring that in and bring that in. And then 480 belt to bring this in and bring this in. So that is 90 iron ingots per minute. And then let's see, so if we're gonna be on this block right here, so that means we need to start setting these up. I'm just trying to figure out spacing right now. I mean, we have a lot of space, but I kind of want to be, because we have like a lot of, we're gonna have a lot of empty space, and I don't like empty space, but we should be fine. And that's actually not centered. I think that's what happened last time. There we go. That is centered. And that one, and that is not centered. Let's try that again. There we go. Okay. And then we need the splitters to go here. We need the input from the left. Throw that one there. Throw that one there. Then small belt to a big belt. And then these require, oh, this only requires 12.5 per minute. Okay, so 3 of those. So what's 12.5 times 3? 37.5. So we don't even need to use this one. So we still have some extra iron if we need to use it. And then I'm going to replace this with a splitter. Let's see, 5 splitter. Okay. And that's got to go that way. And then I'm not even going to touch this one yet, because this is going to give us everything that we need. Okay, and Mark IV belt. All right, and then we'll throw in some power. And then we need to use the power lines, and then we'll grab from here. That can go there. Okay, so now we're making 150 screws as soon as I select them. And we only need 130, so we're going to be making a little extra, which is fine. Okay, and then we want to merge these together. Okay, then we'll throw this, let's use the middle of this guy here. That looks like it's going in the right direction. Okay. That'll go there, that'll go there, that'll go there, and then we'll get the 480 belts to go from here out to here. Okay, so then here is 150 screws of the 130 that we need. So we're going to be making 20 screws extra, which is fine. Okay, so let's see, what else do we need? Circuit boards, cable, plastic. I could probably throw a refinery in here, start making some plastic, and at least see what the breakdown of that is. We're going to have a lot of oil in here, so do I have what I need to make the refineries? I do. Okay. So we're going to throw this. Can we center it? Is that going to work? I think that'll work. Okay, and then that will give us a little bit of room to move stuff around. Okay, so if we have this set up to plastic. Okay, so this one uses, or comes up with 20 plastic. The other one, Also comes up with just 20 plastic, but this uses water and resin, so I can't use that one, so I have to use this one. Okay. Okay, that's fine. I think we're good. Was there an alternate recipe where I'm combining solid ingredients? I don't remember. There was not. I mean, I'm sure there is, but I just don't have it. Alright, so that will go there. So then if we have this making plastic, we're going to end up with this residual oil residue. And then as far as plastic goes, we're going to need 45, 75. So 75 total plastic. And that's for the circuit boards and... yeah, just the computers themselves, I think, need plastic. So, okay, so that'll be 8 refineries then. So let's get those built. Hopefully I have room. I think these might be in the way. So let me move this back half a block. And then we'll still try to center it here. Encroaching on others' clearance. No, you're not. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, what are we looking like for spacing? It's a little cramped. In fact, it's a lot cramped. Yeah, that's not going to work right there. Okay, so we will flip these around a little bit, and we are over an hour. But I want to get this done first. So maybe we can fit in 4 this way. So if we assume that we need to get into here, and we want to have room for that to go forward, so we'll throw this one here, and we'll throw that one there. And then I could have these facing into each other. Maybe that would work. And then we would need a full block of space in between. Okay, so then that would work right there. And there. Okay, so that gives us room to combine everything. We also have room over here to run our pipes, which will be good. I'm gonna get those in here too, might as well. So that'll be 6, I believe. No, 7? Yes, okay. So we're gonna throw that there. I think that's lined up. It is not. I don't know how I messed that up, but okay. And then we need junction. I think that's right. Do we want to put it like right there? Is that... I missed it again. What the hell, dude? Okay. Is this... And I don't have any of like the lines to like organize this stuff either, so... Right there? Maybe? Alright, let's try this again. Okay, so here, looking at the middle, okay. And then we'll get just some regular pipeline in here because we don't need that much to go here and here. But we are going to need a 600 line to go through here because we still have to move everything else through. Okay, so let's get this one done. We're going to run a little overtime here, but once I get these set up, we'll call it good. So we're going to go here, and we're going to go here, I think. I am way off, Jesus. They need to put like a dot or something like for the center of this thing so it's easier to see. Okay, so middle, right? Should be in the middle. Yes. Okay. And then middle. I think. Yes. Okay. And then we'll throw in regular pipes. Okay. And then we'll throw this into here. All right. And then we need another junction here. And then we need the Mark II pipes to go into the junction, if it will let me. If it doesn't let me, this is going to be kind of crappy. Pipe is too short. Are you kidding me? Okay. So we'll do this a different way then. We'll go directly from down here up into here. And then change this. That's terrible. That does not look any better. Okay. Mark II pipe. Let's try this. There we go. That's what I want. Okay. Because I want it to be centered in the hole, not like all the way up against the end. You know what I mean? All right. And then we can go with just our Mark I pipes into here. Okay. And then these only are going to require 30. So that's going to be 120 that I'm using out of the 600, which leaves 480 left. All right. And then we're going to need another cross junction, whatever thing here. I think that's good. And that can go there. And then if I go with the Mark II pipe from here to here, then that'll be everything. And it's dark out and you guys probably can't see anything. Okay, so that'll be all of our oil fed in. And then we'll just need to gather everything here and send it back out. So not a big deal. But we'll start tackling that in the next episode. And then I've got room to kind of route stuff through here. So I think this will work out pretty nicely. And then we can just go up and over stuff here. Not a big deal. Okay. So I'm going to end this here. I might record another video immediately after this, or I might get some food first. I don't know. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed, and hope you join me in the next one. See you guys later.